LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, guys, I got a very, very heartfelt message from, a subscriber. And, she told me, she said, Coach, I'm battling a life-threatening illness, and what suggestions do you have? Well, I got plenty, because you talked to the right person. Because if you listen to the coach right now, and I'm talking about if you listen to me right now, you can heal yourself of that condition. I've seen over 60 people that they've come to me and they've been set free of that condition that you got. That's easy work, but you got to follow instruction. You see, the thing of it is, the first thing that you have to understand about a condition, and you may be facing a life-threatening illness. Somebody right here, right now, you might be listening to the sound of this video, or you might have a loved one. You make them listen to this video, because I'm going to tell them how to be set free of that condition, and I don't care what it is, and that's just the way that is. Let me tell you, the first thing that you got to make a decision, you got to make a decision that it's not time for you to die. You got to make a decision that it's not time to die. See, you make that decision. No illness, no man, no woman, you make a decision that it is not time for you to go. You make that decision. I don't care what kind of pain you in. I don't care how much you suffering. I don't care. But you make that decision that it's not your time and you're not finna go anywhere. And that's just the way that is. You see, I'm going to tell you why I resonate with this so much. I'm going to tell you why, because just 12 years ago, I was faced with the same thing. And God forbid, if I pass on, but I'm passing on and I'm happy. But I was faced with the life-threatening illness. And see, when you're faced with these kind of things, you start thinking to yourself, what did I do wrong? I mean, I should have did this. I should have did that. I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have said this. But all that wishing ain't going to set you free, and it ain't going to cure you. You can't get healed. I'm going to tell y'all, your mind is a powerful thing. Your mind is a powerful thing. See, God gave you a mind. Now, I'm not finna blow up and get this into a whole, spiritual thing. I am spiritual. I do believe in God. And that's my choice. I do. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I was sitting there back in 2005. And I was sitting there with this illness. And I was sitting there, I was looking up in my hospital bed, and I said, you know what? God, if I can get out of this, give me wisdom. Give me the wisdom to deal with this situation. And if I do, I will spend the rest of my days mentoring kids, and I'll risk my life. For every kid that you put in front of me, I'll risk my life. That's the conversation that I had in front of God. And I tell you what, see, some people, they don't say, Coach, why are you so reckless with your life? I'm not. See, when you almost lose your life and you get a second chance to do it again, and I used to say, if I get free of this disease, if I can get free of this life-threatening illness, I will risk my life for kids. That's just what it was. I made a decision that day. It's not time to die. You got to make a decision in your mind. It's not time. And when you first make your decision that it's not time to go, now you got to become a scientist, a researcher. Because now you got to research your enemy. You got to find every single thing out that you can about your enemy. I researched over 2,000 hours about my enemy that was trying to take my life. Do you think for 1 minute that I'm going to sit there and let somebody take my life and I don't know anything about them? Oh, no. See, I learned my enemy. I learned my enemy's habits back and forth, what got my enemy strongest, what made my enemy weak. I studied my enemy. I sized him up. And I said, okay, now that I understand who and what you are, it's time to fight. You see, you got to have hope. You got to have hope, because hope will save you. I said hope will save you. I don't care what that doctor tell you. If he tell you, oh, well, that's it. You tell that doctor to shut up, because he don't know you, because he ran into you. But see, you are different, because you're more than a conqueror. You're blessed coming out and you're blessed coming in, and no evil coming before you shall fall before you. No disease or plague shall kill you. I'm losing my voice on this one, but the coach don't care. And that, my friends, is just the way that is. The coach don't care. I'm going to lose my voice on this one. But I tell you something. I tell you guys something right now. I'm going to tell you something. That hope will save you. You size it up. You understand what you're dealing with. And now you start speaking what you want. And now you have faith. You have faith. Have faith in God. Because, see, God always causes us to triumph. I say that every day. Now, you just saying a prayer, that ain't going to do nothing. See, you got to get off your lazy behind. See, the thing with people, when they got illnesses, some people don't want to change. You got to be willing to change. See, I paid the price. See, I paid the price to have a level of functionality as I do today. I paid the price. I gave up chicken and ham and mashed potatoes and just red meat. I gave up all of that. Shrimp, fish, chicken. I gave up all of that. Because, see, I wanted quality of life. I started studying my illnesses. I started looking at what do I eat to help me combat this? What do I do? But I had to make a sacrifice. And so many people that's got these illnesses, I talk to them, at least once a week, and they don't want to make a sacrifice. People would rather live with an illness and die with it rather than to cure it and be free. But that's just how it is. I chose not to have it. I said, nope, I'm done. You'll never get me. You'll never, I don't care how much you try, you ain't getting me. And I put that in my head every day I woke up. Every day I woke up, it was my attitude that, look, I'm getting set free. I'm one day closer to getting this thing out of my system. I'm done. See, that's the mindset you got to have when you're dealing with something. And then, two, you got to procreate the proper diet. You can't sit back and eat fried chicken and hog mogs and just all kind of crazy tater chips and soda and Kool-Aids. And you can't eat that kind of stuff when you're trying to get well. See, I started taking my health to another level. I started treating my body like a temple instead of something that's just there manufactured. I started treating my body like it was a part of me. And I began to get well. I gave away all the milk and all the dairy products and all the poison. I cut all that stuff out of my body. I started exercising at first to the best of my ability. And then when I got to the point where I could exercise full speed, guess what? Now I do it regularly. I don't play with that. See, when I'm at work and I see people eating all kind of crazy foods, hey, you ought to try this. No. Oh, but you don't miss that? No. Because I don't miss being in the doctor's office. I don't miss having pain. I don't miss wondering if the next day was my last. I don't miss that. And neither should you if you're not feeling that way. You got to start. You got to pull away from the table. You got to pull away. You have to pull away from the table and you got to change your diet. You're not going to get well if you're continuing to eat the same diet. The food in America is poison. You got to find the food that's going to be less toxic to your body, that's going to allow your body to heal. See, your body is a self-healing machine. You ever wonder why you cut yourself, it heal? Because your body has already healed and it's already ingrained. You just got to stop giving it the damn poison that's not allowing it to heal itself like it's supposed to. I start seeing things like crazy, like, I got my hair grows, but my hair became fuller. My skin cleared up. I mean, it's just crazy, man. Crazy. Even old cuts that I used to have on my body, they healed. Like they actually healed the way they were supposed to. Folks, I'm telling you on this day, March 2nd, 2017, that if you're listening to my voice, I'm losing it. You don't have to be where you at in 3 months from now. Your body rebuilds cells, over 3 billion cells every hour. I think, or 3 trillion. Okay, I can't remember the number, but your body is rebuilding cells every single minute. And just think, if you're feeding your body good food, very good food, healthy food, green food, your body can start to begin to repair the things that's damaging it. It can. And if you got one of those conditions that, hey, is really serious, then you better go to the oldest living medicine on earth that God put here. And that's hemp. The oil of hemp can cure anything. Hemp oil can cure anything. I don't care what you're dealing with. Hemp oil taken long enough can cure you. But you do have to change the way you eat. But you got to have faith too. You got to have faith in this thing. Because I told my doctor, I said, listen, I'm sorry. I can't take this medication and I ain't finna do it. And I threw it away. And I said, if I'm gonna die, you know what? I'm gonna die curing myself. That's what I said. I said, if I'm gonna go, if I'm gonna leave this earth, I'm gonna doing it the way that I think that it's supposed to be done. And I took a gamble. See, I don't know if a lot of you are willing to do that. I was. Because why would I want to live in pain? I'd rather be dead. So I gambled. I said, okay, if I can't trust anybody, if I can't trust my own body that God gave me, then I shouldn't be alive anyway. If I can't trust my body to heal itself, if I give it the right nutrition, if I treat my body like it's supposed to be, if I can't trust it to heal, then I shouldn't be alive. So I trusted my own body. I rolled the dice and I gambled. And I'm not telling you to gamble with I'm not telling you to. I'm not telling you to not go see your doctor. I said, this is what I had to do. Because I had to know. And I did over 2,000 hours of research on how to cure my body, on what was killing me, why it was killing me. Research. And I found a solution that worked for me. And I gave myself more years. And folks, that's just the way that is. I'm not finna sit here, guys. I ain't finna sit here. I'm not finna sit around and play with this. Listen. And I know now that if something happened to me, I'm gonna cure myself. I'm gonna cure myself. I did a whole lot better than what the doctors did. See, you know, I had friends, I had athletes that went to the doctor. They listened to the doctor and they died. They listened to the doctor and they killed them. And I said, no, there's gotta be something better than what these doctors do to kill people. I said, no. They did exactly what the doctor said and they died. And I had a friend. He told me, he said, Coach, what you need to do, you need to stop thinking about what the doctor can do and look at what the earth can do. Look at what nature does. And then I ran across a guy named Dr. Sebi. I had an hour-long conversation with Dr. Sebi, and this was like well before he died. And he told me, he said, the reason why you're sick, and I remember he said it, and he looked at me. He said, the reason why you're sick, young man, is because you're stupid when it comes to nature. That's what he said. And I kept at Dr. Sebi, how do you do this? He said, young man, you're stupid when it comes to nature. You're stupid when it comes to nature. You don't have any sense when it comes to nature, young man. You're stupid. And y'all know how Dr. Sebi used to talk. And I said, Dr. Sebi, why are you talking to me in parables? Look, man, I need an answer. He said, I gave you all the answer that you needed. He said, now, I want you to go and cure yourself. Those are his words. And I didn't get it back then. But see, then I had to sit and I had to really ponder on what he was thinking about. Dr. Sebi said, your cure is right there in front of your face, but you don't want to use it because you're violating yourself. And when you violate nature, you get sick. Sickness is a way, it's a violation of nature. You violated nature. And when you violate nature, that's what happens to you. So I started obeying nature. I started figuring out what foods were alkali foods and what foods were acidic. What foods had starch in them. Because you should never eat foods, you should never eat a starch. Starch go in your clothes, not in your body. But I didn't know. But I studied the life teachings of this man. I studied his teachings. This man ain't got no degree, but this man has cured every disease on earth. And I know that God put it in there. And I know that the herbs are for the healing. So you ask me, how do you get through this disease? I'm going to tell you, just like Dr. Sebi told me, you can't violate nature and think that your body is going to be happy with that. You can't, because if you do, your body will fail you. I don't care how much you pray. I don't care how much you fast. If you violate nature, your body will fail you. And that's just the way that is. Listen to what I said and take heed and listen to this video twice. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe.